Hey guys, Addict Cyclist here, back with the Factor. So I appreciate my subscribers hanging in there through the cold, crappy New Jersey winter, where predominantly I just mountain biked and raced, and now it's time to basically hit the road season. Do have a few mountain bike races left, maybe 2 or 3, but you will find continued content now from here on out on the road bikes. So I've had a chance to put some miles on this bike before I return back with some updates. Actually, I got to climb on it this weekend, did about 2,000 feet of climbing, which for Jersey, it's pretty significant if you live down in South Jersey where it's predominantly flat and it's the Pine Barrens. So this thing accelerates incredibly. It's like a bat out of hell. Obviously, the most of my rides are flat and fast, so it's kind of hard to gauge, the total package here on the Ostro. But man, does it climb. It literally dances up the hill. Just completely blown away by the stiffness of the bottom bracket, the stiffness of the bars, the stiffness of the bike, the stiffness of the wheels and how they accelerate, considering that they're 60 mils, or they're 60 branded wheels, using a 1125 cassette with a 5236 front rings. The bike just is incredible. I mean, it literally just wants to go. I think that has a lot to do with the bottom bracket, the type of carbon they use, the type of layup, the huge boxy chain stays. The seat stays are the pencil stays that they used on the Factor LS, but man, do you not feel those until you hit a bump on the road. I mean, it's literally like a Cadillac. I would contribute this bike to the overall comfort of my Trek Madone 9 that has that ISO speed coupler in it with the elastomer. So if a bike can do this and be this stiff and have no elastomers or moving pivots, and they built that into the seat stays, man, what an incredible feat here. So super excited. It was my first kind of climbing ride and kind of first group ride where I was able to kind of crank this thing, and man, I am just impressed. My System 6 is fast in the flats, but when I was climbing on this Factor, it literally danced up the hill, where normally my System 6 and my Madone, it's like I'm slugging up anything with the gradient. Yeah, all right, so they say that, anything over 6% gradient, aero's king, but yeah, lightness and stiffness have a huge role to play overall. And this bike just really performs. And again, let's just state that this is not an aero bike, or it's not a climbing bike. It is an aero climbing bike. They've basically punched a full package here. I know that the tarmac, they say that's the one bike to rule them all. Yeah, great. They created basically a lightweight bike, or supposedly lightweight bike, and kind of threw a couple aero tube shapes at it. But if you look at this Factor, it is an aero bike by the depth of these fork blades, the integration with the fork and into this, they call it a chine. Yeah, just really impressed with the whole package, and really couldn't be happier here. So again, the deep, thin down tube. Obviously, every aero bike has an integration here where the airflow can go through the fork blades and obviously down into the down tube. What a seamless junction that we have here at the head tube and fork blades. Again, you're not seeing this on the Trek Madone, you're not seeing this on the Tarmac SL7, you're not seeing this on the Scott Addict, you're not seeing this on the Giant TCR. So if this bike's going to be in that category of a lightweight climbing bike or all-arounder, I think Factor definitely nailed it the best. So that's just my opinion. To each their own, but I've had friends that had the SL7 and sold it to get a Factor and actually enjoyed their TCR more. I also had another friend, probably more like a racing acquaintance, test the Tarmac SL7 and said he wouldn't do it. So again, just the whole package here. If you've been following along with my channel, you'll understand that you have the option to build this bike complete with everything. It's, you can choose the handlebar width, the stem length, the tire type, the rim depth, the crank arm length, the cassette size, the setback seat post, DI2, SRAM axis. Really the sky's the limit here. So again, ceramic speed throughout. They have a non-serviceable ceramic headset You got ceramic speed in all the wheel bearings. I don't know if you can see that on there. Probably not. This is black ink plus ceramic speed. Got them in the bottom bracket, obviously. I mean, what a package. Look how chunky that bottom bracket is. I mean, that's like Pinarello Dogma chunky. And again, you got the ceramic speed oversized pulley wheels. I don't think it does anything other than just kind of makes the pedaling feel smooth, but I'm okay with that. It looks killer. Yeah, not much more to report back other than this thing is exactly what I'd hoped it to be. I was a little concerned about it because, again, it doesn't hold speed, you know, at 30 miles an hour as easily as the System 6, but man, you know, it shines every other area and it definitely holds its own. It's definitely not being held back. So, you know, if you're in the market for this bike, do it now. The lead time on these are, if you get a in-house color option, the lead time is between 30 and 60 days delivered. I don't think anybody's doing that right now. Nobody's doing that right now. If you want a custom paint job, I believe it's about 90 days out per the website last night. Did a little research before I had this little video here. So just extremely blessed, extremely pleased. And I can't wait to get this thing in some of the faster group rides and some more climbing. So just wanted to report back. I appreciate my subscribers being patient. I urge you to hit that like and subscribe button if this is the first time you're viewing this channel. But if you go back into the video library, I'm sure you're going to see some of the content that I've had with this bike, my System 6. And just a little quick note, so I'm comparing this bike to other bikes that I've owned. And I've owned a Scott CR1, a Scott Addict Team Issue, which weighed 14.2 pounds. I had two Allay Sprints, Specialized Allay Sprints. Obviously, I have my System 6. I have a Trek Madone 9. So I've had quite a few high-performance, you know, top-tier bikes to compare to, and this thing just seems to blow them away as far as the whole package. You know, can I start nitpicking a few things out from the other bikes that were great? Yeah, but if you're looking for something that is literally a complete package, this is it. So, yeah, please feel free to leave any questions or comments in the comment section. So appreciate the support and good chatting. Thanks, people.